Hi, I'm Fraz. I've been the composer in residence for this conference. This video that you're watching now is the final product in what has been an ongoing process of dialogue, really, between me, the composer, and you, the audience. Hi. The piece has existed in several stages, both happening before and during and even after the conference itself, with at various points the audience being asked to consider their response to a prompt that I've sent out. I want you to notice. I'm going to tell you, I'd like you to think. I think this video now will contain various material from throughout the process, including clips from the prompts, some of the responses to those prompts, some footage from the interactive soundscape that I created, and snippets from the conference itself. As you're listening and watching this video today, I really encourage you to allow your mind to take you to whatever your responses to these prompts might be, and to even consider that internal monologue that you have going on as part of the overall soundscape that exists in the video. The sound for this is designed in stereo. This sound for this is in stereo, so make sure you're listening with speakers. The start point for this project is the feeling of drifting away from a venue or from an event and hearing fleeting in-person conversations from other members of the
house
audience.
lights come up. As you drift away from the
This
auditorium.
piece is called Fourth Ort Sing Raved Ink Cloud. This piece is called Fourth Ort Sing Raved Ink Cloud. This piece is called Fourth Ort Sing Raved Ink Cloud. Fourth Ort Sing Raved Ink Cloud. Fourth Ort Sing Raved Ink Cloud.
Raved in cloud.
So it takes that experience of hearing the thoughts of others and shifts it to the more temporally spaghettinous digital realm. I want you to notice the space that you're in, as though you've never been here before. Allow your attention to be drawn towards something that wouldn't normally occupy much of your thoughts. Describe it in just a couple of words or a sentence. There's a nail just sticking out of the wall about 2.5 meters off the ground.
There's a million bumps and grooves across the whole of the wall.
The houseplant leaves
seem to grow in number
have brown,
as I look.
crunchy edges.
It was like smooth, punctured walls, perfectly circular walls. You can see the green, the natural green.
It's got little marks on it, I don't know what they are.
It looks like it's got character.
Sunshine's made it fit. I'm just looking at the carpet.
The room that I'm in is moving just very slightly.
The houseplant leaves.
This project is fundamentally an experiment, testing out how this specific element of live audience-ship might be translated online. For this next part, stage 3, I'm looking for some opinions. I'd like you to think back to some event or a concert, a cultural event that you've been to at some point. It doesn't have to be recent. And think of something that either you really liked or that perhaps you didn't like so much. It sounds really exciting. It felt very
I was overwhelmed and surprised by how far everyone was taking
really well. And overall, the sort of care and attention put into every detail meant that you can see
I always feel immediately at home in this venue, relaxed and calm.
The same tired thing again. I felt like they were just doing the same thing I've been doing.
And
Raved
calm
years
and special.
I was pushed out of the lift by one of the performers into a dark space, completely dark. The lift doors shut behind me and the lift moved on. It's exciting, it's scary.
They were just for me. I really liked
Sing raved in cloud.
I was not part of it, but I felt part of it.
Fraz is planning to create a conference soundscape. We thought we'd like to do something quite creative as part of the conference. So there will be a soundscape.
This is really strange for us because we're going to be talking to you and we can't see you.
Resilience contexts differ between organisations and individuals. What fosters both
was the need to really reconceptualise resilience during the pandemic and move it
together
solution to all of your problems.
to maintain critical activist voices in whatever way we can. Whether that's has been one of this weirdest, most collective but unique.
We weren't very surprised that X, Y, or Z happened, and that was kind of what
the
we expect given the rules.
There is fear. There's fear about raising your head again.
Quite a dysfunctional society and thinking about what are the most effective routes to fix in that. So I know there's a couple
political and powerful, and that's why we have policies to regulate it, as well as there is an exceptionalism to what we do in the cultural sector.
What we need a bit less of is production all the time, a little bit less introspection, and certainly less
arts and culture and the funded arts and cultural sector responsible for everything
into all the old ways of doing now that we've been forced into
partnership and collaboration are essential, then it's easier to work and take risks together.
It seems like people who work in culture are cat people.
Overwhelming. Two worlds not strongly connected.
Trust and mutual values are the base notes.
Challenge is to snap back with kindness, and I think there's
compassionate leadership. And if you can't lead compassionately, then don't lead.
Connections between the different levels.
I hope that we don't stop asking that question about what can we do. I've really enjoyed each other. How much we've all started using the word kindness through the conversations the last 2 days.
From the pandemic.
How important time is, and this idea of really building time into our working practice. And
how did that time pass so quickly?
As well as time for reflection on the core values.
Like if we maintained the time that we've had to strategize,
to share experience, resources,
to engage with one another, to celebrate. And to rest, to regenerate, and to recuperate, to play, to reflect, to evaluate, to build those networks we've been building.
To know someone's here.
Captures the conference in a creative.
This morning someone wrote hello.
Spirit.
As well as kindness, the words trust and value.
Fourth all sing raved in cloud.
If we're not comfortable participating in interactive art, how can we expect or demand?
I used to differentiate between online and in real life, but online is real life as well. And online formats can be easier to access for some people, so I don't want to make that distinction anymore.
What did my father do when I was 14? What did my mother do when I was 14? What did I do when I was 14?
Hard to attain being called an artist.
What
does academic research
So usually when you think of conferences, you think of them happening in a conference room, and then perhaps a digital conference would not happen in a room. But this has taught me that digital conferences happen in many rooms all at the same time, and that's quite
interactive art in a way that encourages people to participate and be part of the process, even if they're not sure what the final outcome is going to be.
And all the while you're listening.
Fourth art,
engraved in cloud.